So a fever is actually defined as a core body temperature of 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius. And in the first 3 months of life, that has greater implications than any other time in your child's life. So in the first 3 months of life, any fever of 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit or higher should be discussed with your pediatrician. I would argue that in the first month of life, that should be discussed even if it's the middle of the night. There are certain things that we have to do to protect children. Now, beyond 3 months of age, a fever of 100.4 degrees or greater indicates that something's wrong. I would never chalk up a fever over 100 to teething, let's say. I think that if you have a fever of 100 or more, there is something going on that should be investigated. But does that mean that it's an emergency? No. And does that mean that we should be fearful of fevers? No. The reality is that fever is a body's natural response to a viral or bacterial process. We get fevers because we're sick. It's not the fever that we should worry about, it's what's causing the fever that we should worry about. Do we have to treat fevers? No, we don't have to treat fevers. My concern for fever is that if, first of all, high spiking rapid onset fever can cause in very rare individuals a febrile seizure. And that's a horrible experience for the child, it's a horrible experience for the parents, so because of that we often treat fevers. The reality is that febrile seizures in and of themselves, as long as they're a typical febrile seizure, is not dangerous. So although a bad experience that I wouldn't want anyone to have, even that we shouldn't fear. So why do I recommend treating fevers? Well, because fevers make you feel awful. And when you're a young child and you feel awful, you're not going to drink very well. So indirectly, fevers result in dehydration in young children. Also, when you're hot, you evaporate more fluid. You breathe faster, your heart rate is faster, your metabolic rate is faster, and so your insensible losses is what we call of fluid. So our loss of water is greater, and yet we're taking in less water, so we end up dehydrated. So for that purpose, I think I would treat a fever, but I don't think you need to fear fevers. I think we just need to sort out why we have them.